Hey guys, I'm Z111 here today bringing you Mirror's Edge plus Team Fortress 2 equals this. Now, I bet before you even clicked on the video, you knew, yes, it would be about Brink. Brink had so much goddamn potential. It could have been such an amazing game. It was basically like a first-person shooter with the Mirror's Edge movement system. It had so much potential. There was so much hype around it. So why was it complete and utter trash? Seriously, this game, I was looking forward to it so much, but as soon as I heard critics and people, like, random people review it, I just realised it's terrible. I didn't pick it up on launch day, I didn't pick it up even months after it came out. I picked it up about a year after it came out. For those who don't know, Brink has a smart movement system. This stands for smooth movement across random terrain. This is a great idea. It means you can wall run across stuff to shoot at enemies, you can slide along the floor. The movement system was meant to be really fluid. And don't get me wrong, in some cases it works really well, you can get some really good, like, scenarios. But the whole premise of the game was that you can move wherever you want, you can use anything in the environment to your advantage. And no, it's smart movement across random terrain, but it's not random terrain. It is not random terrain because it's limited by what the maps have been designed to look like. And the map designers influence where you go. If there's a hole in the wall, you can only get through that. If you see a wall on the ledge, you find a way to get to it. If they decide you can't go past that, then you can't go past it. They just whack an invisible wall there. And it's just completely flawed. It means the maps are basically really limited. Also, like, in terms of actually aiding your firefights, it would be much more practical to actually stand there and shoot the enemy instead of doing some crazy parkour to get to where they are and flank them from behind. Don't get me wrong, when you actually do it, it looks amazing, it feels amazing, but that is it. If you actually want to do a good game, you might as well just stand there and shoot them. Enough about the movement system. The guns. The guns in this game actually act really well and prepare for all the hate, but I prefer the actual shooting system in this than I do in Team Fortress 2. The guns feel really responsive, they have a lot of recoil, they sound amazing. And even like shooting the enemies, it feels really responsive. You see how much damage you're doing, you see them take damage, and you see them die. And this combined with the movement thing does work really well on occasions. As I said, sometimes it just kind of like messes it up, but most of the time it works well. Also, there is the customization element. There is loads of customization in this game. There's loads of different weapons, there's loads of different abilities, and these abilities, they're not just things like, oh, you reload 10% faster. They actually really affect how you play. You can get lots of different equipment, and it really changes your playstyle. But yeah, back to customization. Loads of guns, loads of attachments. You can get loads of different looking guns. And one issue I have with this is the only way to unlock these is by doing some in-game challenges. They're like separate side missions. And these are really easy, and you can literally unlock every single attachment in the game in about half an hour, which kind of ruins the progression element of the game. Now, to mention it more on how it is like Team Fortress 2, it does have very sort of team-based tactical play. You have objectives, you have to complete those objectives, and you have different classes. You have the light class, who can do lots of running, can wall run, all that stuff. The medium class, who is just medium, can do a bit of both. And the heavy, who can wield really heavy weapons like grenade launchers and super powerful shotguns and chain guns. Personally, I prefer the light class, as without it you can't really use a smart movement system, even though it's a pile of trash. But anyway, so you have squad-based gameplay, you choose your objectives from an objective wheel, and you get points for carrying it out. You can pretty much enter a game and play however you want, whatever suits your playstyle. There's also different classes. These don't really change it too much though. There's like the soldier, who can give out ammo packs and restore ammo. There's, I believe it's an engineer, who can buff other people's weapons, and there's a medic, who can revive other people. And I just kind of stick to one class, because they all feel exactly the same. You just sort of get little perks. And I'll move on to the online aspect of it. There really aren't too many people playing this online. However, you do get teamed up with AI. The AI is really, really simplistic and somewhat stupid. They're good in some aspects, but other aspects they're just complete and utter trash. Like, if you're shooting at them, they'll respond, and they won't respond until you're shooting at them. But if you're walking right next to them, they just don't even notice you. It's ridiculous. It makes it really easy. Now, obviously the main factor that affects whether or not you buy a game is it fun? Now, I did have a lot of fun whilst playing this game, and even looking back at the clips, it makes me want to play it again, but it just feels really underwhelming. It didn't live up to the hype, it is a good game, it's just really unpolished. When it's going good, it goes really well, but a majority of the time it isn't going good. It's really messy, it's really clunky, and stuff doesn't happen. However, I picked up this game for about a $5, brand new, it's really cheap. It's a good game in many aspects. It has good map design, it has inspirational movement system, the guns look really well, but art design is pretty nice, voice acting is rather amusing, and it even tries to throw in a story, but I don't really care about that. So if you want a sort of quick laugh for a $5, go ahead and pick it up. You won't be let down, it's a decent game, just don't expect anything too much, don't expect it to live up to the hype. Until then, this has been me, Evans with Z111, this has been my hybrid game series. If you enjoyed it, please leave a rating, leave suggestions for future games. This is me, out. Peace.